And, it's just a lot of New Age garbage I can get into, Hard for me to even read it, let alone try to teach it. I get the gist of it, and that's all all we need. So what's all going on? This Discovery shuttle, trying to close it, prevent the New Age beast prophet from coming through it. And so that's what's going on, basically. Temple 1, not over with. They hit it, and you saw the impact if you were watching it on the internet or through some other means, saw the impact of hitting Temple 1 with a bomb. But, I still see that thing the month of March going through that, so I don't think it's over. I know it in 7 months. I think 7 months from now is March anyway. I don't know, maybe I can't add. Let's see, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. That would be February. August, September, October, November, December, January. Yeah, it would be February. But maybe that's when it comes back to Earth, because Bush and them, if it was March 2006, where they're hurrying up and trying to leave the Earth, maybe it's because they've pissed off all these millions of annex in Temple 1. and so in 7 months, Temple 1, because they're 7 months away right now. It took them 7 months to get that bomb, that even craft to them, to even hit it with a bomb. And so they're 7 months away from Earth right now. And so if they did come closer to Earth in 7 months, maybe that is the thing that sets off Bush and all them, makes them fearful to want to leave the Earth. Of course, I would too if pissed off 1 billion Goliaths. And that's basically what's coming there, the Earth, and through various anomalies and ships and carriers. All of these Anunnaki are returning. And you can read Sitchin stuff with a grain of salt. I haven't really ever agreed with much I've read from Sitchin. But it's like anything else, chew the grass, spit out the hay. You can see a picture developing of something that's kind of true, but not totally true. And that's the problem with it. I mean, Sitchin's one of these people that believes we were created, transplanted here by test tubes, and the Yankees are our creators and all that garbage. And so that's why I refuse to read his garbage. And so use discernment, folks. Use discernment on what you read. Ask the Lord to show you where to learn some of the stuff you need to read. And sometimes he'll send you to a site that's totally crazy, but it has something there you need to learn, and so you just learn that and leave the rest. So that's basically, you can't study without him leading and guiding, and the same thing that goes with just reading the Bible itself, having him show you what to read and using discernment and reading it. I'll go over some of this stuff here. Listener calling line 260-356-2611. Go ahead and give me a call. Quiet. This whole thing, trying to explain even further about the reptilians and the gray factions that are fighting it out now. Because, you could read David Icke, his biggest secret book, where he had a lot of good information, actually pretty accurate information, folks. Some of it's crazy. Some of his beliefs are really crazy, but some of his information is very good as well, and people say the same thing about me, so... People think I'm nuts and I'm a Jesus freak, but they like some of my info, and so it works in all different kinds of ways. But he hit it right on the head, and the word fascinates me is because I've read Kathy O'Brien, and I've read the other one, their books, and when you read, I haven't seen the video of Arizona Wilder, and I would love to get the video with her, because she was also an MK Ultra sex slave who broke free and came out of that, like Kathy O'Brien, and has a lot of good information on what she experienced being raised inside the Illuminati and being an MK Ultra slave in the Illuminati. And she describes seeing the Queen of England shape-shifting and describes her as an 8-foot reptilian. Describes her perfectly, the colors and everything. So she, you might want to check out her information with Dave Icke. It's Arizona Wilder if you want further information. And Let's see. Listener calling line 260-356-2611. There's so much stuff here that I don't think I'm going to get into it. Probably because I don't have time to get into this word for word. And if I just start picking apart, then you miss out a lot of the good information on it. But I've wrote articles on this stuff. The serpent seed line, article I wrote not too long ago, The Serpent and the Illuminati, good learning article about and both of them talk about genetic corruption, about seed lines. Some people want to argue with you up and down that there's no serpent seed line and whatever. I think Genesis 3:15 states it clear enough that there was enmity between his line and our line. Yes.
You have a caller.
Okay, go ahead and put him on.
You're up, caller.
Thank you. Sherry?
Hello.
I've heard your program a couple of times now, and just trying to get a feel of what you're really talking about when you talk about the reptilians and this code, the Bible code.
Right.
Is that book that man wrote about Bible codes?
Well, he made it popular with that book, in the fact that you could find codes within the Torah.
Well, you can find stuff in every book I've been hearing on other programs on, you can take different books and do the same thing.
Yeah, well, that's just a disinfo on the code thing. Because you can't find. I can open up a recipe book and find my name in it if I want to look for the letters. But these are such precise mathematical distance lettering.
Do you
there's no way that you
God
could find.
Would make it that rough, or make us have to read another book in order to find out what was going on?
What's that?
You think God would do that, to have us have to go to another book to...
You don't have to go to another book.
Computer.
You don't have to go to another book. It's right out of His Word. You don't think that there's layers to His Word when He says there is? There's layers and precepts. There's different meanings to just one verse in the Bible. There's many layers. And so would it be beyond Him to encode His Word? Do you think Satan encoded His Word? Because there's codes there. So somebody encoded the Word, either it was the Lord or it was Satan. Can't have it both ways.
So we would have to be able to read a code in order to know what God was saying to us?
Well, there's deeper meanings there, and I believe that for people that He calls to find the meaning of the deeper meanings, meaning Daniel said, seal the words until the end of the days.
Oh, I thought that was with the Holy Ghost, with us on our knees. Was my, feeling.
No, He says seal the scroll. He's not saying seal your knees. He's saying seal the scroll until the end of the days. Sealing knowledge, that more wisdom and more knowledge would be open in the last days.
Well, that was when I was first, reading the Bible. There were some verses that were over my head, and I just let it go. And the more I read, then I would read the same verse, and I would go, oh, that's what that means.
Yeah.
And I would get the knowledge of what it was meaning.
Yeah.
I won't have all knowledge, at one time.
Right.
I grow more and more each time I read it and meditate and really, want to know the truth. I feel that Jesus, lets me know the truth.
Yeah.
I've just heard there's so many different books out there. You're Left Behind and your Billy Grahams and your Rick Warrens and all that garbage. That I really felt that God didn't want it complicated.